Well, hello guys, welcome back to MSTV, your informative, entertaining channel. Yes, so today, as you can see from the topic, we are going to talk about the documents you need when you want to plan or if you want to apply for a student visa. For anyone coming from Africa and maybe even a non-EU resident, yes, these documents I think applies to all. Alright, so maybe you're in Ghana, Nigeria, Cameroon, South Africa, you want to come and study in Spain, any part of Africa, and you want to come and study in Spain, yes, these are the documents you need for your application. So without much ado, let's get right into it. So the first thing you're going to need is you complete an application form, which is usually available on the website of the embassy, Spanish embassy in your country. Yes. And without that too, I'm going to put it in the description box below, the application form, so you can download it for your personal use. But please verify from your Spanish embassy if there's any difference or updates, because you know they keep updating the system all the time. So that's number one, complete your application form. Now, number two, you definitely need a valid passport. Yes. You can't travel without a passport, so please do get your passport in regular. And what I mean by that is your passport should not be 6 months getting to its expiration date. Okay, so it has to have more than 6 months before you apply for your visa. So yes, know that you have to have your passport, a valid passport, ready. Now, okay, so the next thing you need is your birth certificate. Now with the birth certificate, you need to get it legalized. So yes, and for people from Ghana, you need to go to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So if you find yourself in any part of Africa, just look for the ministry that is in charge of legalization of documents, because without legalized documents, they are not going to accept it at the Spanish embassy. Yes, and now the next thing you need is an admission letter from the school into which you have been accepted. So you have to note, you can't apply for the student visa unless you have been accepted into an institution. And all these documents, you would have to ask your school to give it to you. Or contact me if you need any affordable schools here in Spain, which teaches in English, yes, because sometimes their curriculum is in Spanish. So if you need help, please do comment in the comment section below, and I'm going to help you as I can. Okay, so the third thing you're going to need is a proof of admission. So when you apply to the schools, they're going to give you an admission letter if you are accepted into the school. Yes, so the embassy will request for this document. And in addition to this document, they are going to ask you for your proof of payment. And be aware that before the school sends you the admission letter, they would expect you to have paid some amount of money to secure your place. Yes, and the embassy also needs this proof of payment that I have paid for my study, so I have made an effort to pay part of my school fees. So the embassy is going to need that plus your admission letter. So please take note of that. Okay, then after that, the next thing they're going to ask you is a proof of accommodation. Now, you're going to another country. They expect that you have made arrangements for where you're going to sleep, which is very important. Trust me, if you don't have this, they're going to deny you the visa. So you can book a hotel for some short time, and if you need help on how to select accommodations, I will link it somewhere here, yes, with my previous video talking about some of the accommodations area for students. Yes, student accommodation. For more information, you can click and find it and find out more. Now, one very important document they are going to ask you is a proof of financial means, bank statement. Yes, and one thing is, I asked them, some of the embassies, they're very informative, so I asked my embassy what is the minimum amount of money I need to have in my account to apply for a student visa. And unfortunately, they do not say this. So what I'm going to tell you is that if you haven't paid your school fees in full, then you should have more amount. The amount of money is supposed to be more than your school fees. Then calculate your accommodation fees, and then extra money for your upkeeping. So for example, you have a 10,000 euros amount of fees. Your fees cost 10,000 euros. You might have paid like 1,000 euros, so you're left with 9,000 euros. Now you should have this 9,000 euros with an estimate of 500 euros every month for your accommodation and upkeep, times the number of years you're going to spend there, or at least for 6 months. So that is like 3,000 more. So 500 times 6 is 3,000. So 3,000 plus your 9,000 is 12,000. And then maybe your ticket fee. So you should be having around 15,000 euros in your account minimum, to clear any doubt. Yes, just do that. Minimum of 15,000 euros in your account, and then print out your bank statement and send it to the embassy. And please note, you're not going to get that copy back here. Now, after all this, the next thing they're going to ask you, which is very important, is your travel insurance. Yes, so you need to apply for an insurance, and this insurance company must be certified by the embassy. So to make things simpler for you, you can call the embassy. They can give you the list of certified insurance companies for which they accept, because if you go to any insurance company and they do not accept them, they are not going to take it. Yes, so you have to know that. So your insurance, very important for your duration for all the stays. So usually it's 1 year and renewable, because you can have insurance for 2 years, so it's renewable every year. So you need your travel insurance. Now, the next thing you're going to also need is your flight reservation. So when do you intend to go? Book that flight. It doesn't really need to be a return. It doesn't have to have a return. Just one way is okay, because maybe things can change, and so yeah, you just need a one-way ticket to your destination, which is Spain, and could be in Barcelona, Alicante, Zaragoza, Almeria, wherever you're going to. Yeah, so you do need that. And another thing you're going to need is your medical report. So there are the list of diseases, or let me say infections, they would want you to test and bring results to them. And these medical reports are only accepted if they are done at governmental institutions. So they wouldn't accept private institutions or private reports. No, it has to be done at a governmental institution to be accepted. And some of the things they look out for: HIV/AIDS, hepatitis B, tuberculosis. They're going to list it for you, so you would have to go and do the test and add it to your application. Now, to summarize everything that I've said, for all the documents which I'm going to list here in very simple terms for you that you're going to need, you would need to have a photocopy of each. Yeah, so for example, if you have your passport, you need a photocopy of your passport, and all other pages, all the empty pages. Yes, so your proof of residence or proof of payments for school fees, yes, you need a photocopy for each of the documents which have been stated here. And for a minor, if you are below 16 years, then you would need a report, or a report from your parents that they attest to the fact that you're going outside to study. So yeah, if you are below 16 years, you do need that. So please take note of that. Yes, and another thing before I forget is the price. So I think across board, the general fee for student visa fee is 60 euros. But then it is accepted in your local currency. So you find the exchange rate and then you pay. I know there are some changes. I think in Nigeria, for example, there has been a reduction in the price. So I think it goes for 44 euros. So please do verify from your Spanish embassy how much it is. Yes, it's not free. So yes, you would have to pay. So just so you don't forget. Okay, so now to end the video, to come to the final summary of the documents you need, you will need a 3 passport size picture with a white background. Yes, you need that. And one thing you have to notice, you cannot attach the passport picture to your application form. It's going to be rejected. So you just have it separately in a small envelope, and then you put it in your big envelope. Now there is an arrangement to the documents. So as stated, I'm going to list it here how you're supposed to arrange the documents. However, this might be different from country to country, so find out from your embassy how you're supposed to arrange it. And trust me, if you do not arrange it that way and you do not meet someone who is very patient, they will turn you away, and that is going to waste your time. So it's ideal that you have your documents well arranged. You just submit it and then you are done, and then they call you when you have your fingerprinting, if you accepted. Yes, so I hope this video was helpful. Yeah, I'll be coming back with more videos. Anything, if you have any question, anything you want me to talk about, you can write it in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, share with your friends, maybe it might help someone. And until next time, adios.